Lesson 348. I have no cause for anger or for fear, for you surround me, and in every need that I perceive, your grace suffices me. Father, let me remember you are here, and I am not alone. Surrounding me is everlasting love. I have no cause for anything except the perfect peace and joy I share with you. What need have I for anger or for fear? Surrounding me is perfect safety. Can I be afraid when your eternal promise goes with me? Can I be afraid when your eternal promise goes with me? Surrounding me is perfect sinlessness. What can I fear when you created me in holiness as perfect as your own? God's grace suffices us in everything that He would have us do, and only that we choose to be our will as well as His. Lesson 348. I have no cause for anger or for fear, for you surround me, and in every need that I perceive, your grace suffices me. I have no cause for anger or for fear, for you surround me, and in every need that I perceive, your grace suffices me. So we can meditate on that and let that sink in. See if we can fully and wholly accept it. We can release the places in us where this is not yet accepted. And we release any thought that interferes with our practicing. I have no cause for anger or for fear, for you surround me, and in every need that I perceive, your grace suffices me. It's a lovely lesson today. It's a very lovely lesson. This beautiful reminder of that God's grace suffices. Like what need have I of anger or of fear when you surround me? What need have I for anything? And your grace suffices me to practice that, to allow those ideas to be part of us today as reminders. That's the practicality of the lessons, is to use them in the practical life, when as often as it's remembered in the interactions, in the things we do, just to pause and, this is what it's about. Not about that, this remembering. It's very loving, very beautiful. Feels very good to be here together and to have you all here, to practice living together, practice being together in seemingly, everyday life. It is never everyday life, but it's the undoing of life as we know it. Yeah, how is everyone feeling this morning? Maybe we go around, everyone just say a few words about how you're feeling right now. Anyone can start. Yeah. How is feeling prompted to start? Want to start, Nuria?
Yeah, I can start. I'm feeling excited because of all the changes today. Yeah, I'm feeling joyful, and yeah, that would be it. Yeah, excited and joyful, and grateful also. Yeah, yeah. If I go a bit deeper.
Sweet. Excited, joyful, and grateful. I like that. I feel a bit of that too. Yeah. Nice. A few words. Anyone else? Marian, you want to just say a few words about how you're feeling right now?
I feel right now there is fear. I know before there was the discernment in practice around the lesson and the necessity to be utmost alert. The observation that there is a tendency the tendency was seen how to bypass what is given right now. And that was watched and dissolved. Well, that's basically it for now.
Thank you. Thank you for your willingness to transcend all fear.
I did not hear the last sentence.
To transcend all fear. Thank you for the willingness to transcend
Yeah,
all fear.
whatever is not feeling beautiful.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Yeah, say something. I feel good. Feel good. Looking forward to my bike ride. Jenny suggested I bring the bike up. That feels nice. Yeah, kind of feeling like I'm getting this eventually. I'm really here to be happy. And to let go of, negativity, really. Yeah. Obviously, feeling me and don't even realise it's there. And I think it's out there. But none of that's real, right? So yeah, feeling good. Yeah, that's it, really.
Thank you, Michelle. Next. Who is next?
I feel like when I do the lesson, for example, or just like keep my focus on him in perfect stillness, and there's a stillness and peace, but in like choosing like any movement or just going away from that at all, then there's total fear.
Do you feel good about that practice? Do you feel it would be helpful to mention more about fear?
It's helpful to speak about the fear. Is that?
I'm asking you if you feel that would be helpful. You're welcome to speak a little more about it.
Oh. I guess I don't know what else to say about it right now.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like you're doing it. The practice. Yeah. I love you.
I just keep going into that, and I can also bring it out.
Yeah. Yeah. You can always ask for joining too, if that feels helpful for you. Thank you. Who else wants to share?
Yeah, I still have some lingering emotion. Air. I was going to say residing, but I don't want it to reside. That sounds permanent, kind of, or long term. But there's still some stuff, emotion moving through.
Yeah, it's a time to be gentle, gently invite peace, and that alertness, moment by moment to be with what's there. And yeah, just invite the Holy Spirit, the miracle, to see differently. Yeah, the message from Jesus comes to mind. Changes are always helpful for God's teachers. And it feels incredibly helpful right now.
Can you repeat that, Jenny? It's a bit muffled, yeah.
Changes are always helpful for God's teachers.
Changes. Right.
Yeah. Changes in form, yeah. While different forms are believed in still. It's very helpful to shift. With those guided shifts are incredibly helpful for transcending old beliefs, old stuckness. It's expansion, but it's scary. It can feel scary, especially when you're on the threshold of them. It's like the ego doesn't know. The personal mind doesn't know what it's going to be like, and there's usually an interpretation that it's dangerous. I'm going to lose something. So it holds on to the past as a false safety.
Yeah, it's interesting though. It's like you said expansion there. I can taste that as well, and I can taste the freedom. That it's indescribable actually. I feel it here even now. It's like this, like real. It's unbelievable. And I've been joining, even yesterday, the call with Denise, we both kind of joined in that feeling, both of us could feel it. Even though at the same time there was a lot of fear. But yeah, wow. You let go of any attachment, whether it's a small thing or a seeming big thing. Like, Well, yeah, I guess the big thing is because we believe it's such a big thing. I guess the release is even kind of more seemingly.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just really beautiful to join with another in a holy alliance, a holy relationship, because you do share minds. So it's an amazing, expansion. So, yeah, real gift.
There is some trust issues coming into my mind as well. And yeah, it's like this, God, it's mad shit going on and constantly changing. Guess it's just flushing up all sorts of stuff. Yeah, can I trust all this, Can I trust you? Can I trust Barret? Can I trust where the direction seems to be going, Yeah, like a lot of these what if,
It is a letting go of control.
Yeah.
And it's just such a full trust in spirit. It's not about persons.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, Matthew.
Yeah. But it's mad how quick the feelings can change. Like already that expansive feeling now is gone again. It's like it never even was. Just suddenly it's closed.
So what did you say?
I'm
You
afraid
said
again.
you were having when you called Denise, you both felt.
Yeah. We joined in that powerful feeling of letting go of everything. Feels like a real surrender. Like this is what it means, kind of in a way, surrender to God. Yeah, it is indescribable, really. That's actually what I've always been looking for, really. Let's stay with that.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you.
I think I would like to share. First of all, my skin feels like it's disappearing. I feel really fragile. And I have no idea what to do. But there's a lot of fear. And what's happening with my skin right now is really...
Maybe you have been shedding some layers and you're in a more vulnerable place. But that's because you have been letting go of layers of fear.
I guess coming back from the retreat, I suddenly realized there's a lot of anxiety. And yesterday with Peter, I suddenly, I think in really small things, daily things, realize how much I still don't listen to inspiration or guidance, and I postpone a lot. And there's so much grievance directed to others, myself, the situation. And I guess I'm really surprised that it's in really small things. Sometimes even insignificant things, it's like, it doesn't even mean much. But there's the same kind of, it's like, it doesn't matter if it's a big thing or a small thing, it's the same thing underneath. Driving everything underneath. That's the same. And one thing head up and had quite a talk with Peter about that yesterday. It was at the retreat when you suddenly said to me, like, the thing about Christmas in Denmark, and you suddenly said, who knows? And that actually opened up my mind in a completely new way, and I was like, wow. I suddenly realized that the purpose of going there, and how much I wanted it to be perfect. And I wanted that the inspiration and guidance that I've heard, that I am to go back for a short period, have been really strong, and I postpone it. And I just suddenly realized, okay, I still postpone it. And I realized it's that I want to be certain that everything is, everything is perfect, Even I want to wait till my daughter's, I'm in contact with her again, that she actually wants to answer me before I go there, because what if I go there and she don't want to see me, then it's, then I was like, okay, why, suddenly I could see all those hidden agendas I had that was just making it so complicated and so difficult.
That's good.
Yeah.
I feel the clarity there.
Yeah, and having this, okay, I have no idea if I go, and if we go, I had to talk with Peter, if he actually felt guided to join me, and so if we go, or I go, whatever we end up in, I have no idea where to stay. I have no idea, and that scares the shit out of me, but I'm actually willing to ask, and to find out, and to open my mouth, and to ask for what I need.
Good.
And trust that there's actually someone who wants to give it to me.
How beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. So yesterday I actually started to look into more detail about, all the restrictions. Can I actually go, or can we go? And it felt smooth, actually, to do that.
Beautiful. Yeah, let us know what you plan.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And being able to ask Peter, because I was like, okay, I didn't want to say what I wanted him, because I was afraid of, that he should just do it for me. You know, I was actually afraid of asking or saying anything. So in the end, I just said, well, and then I said, well, I want you to be totally honest. You know what you feel, and then he was, and yeah, at the end, he actually just said that he had a strong feeling that he should be with me. That's really touched me.
It's beautiful. Beautiful. Sounds like you have an assignment, Christmas assignment. Okay. Thanks for sharing, Solveig.
I'd like to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So when Solveig shared about not following prompts yesterday and actually feeling a lot of pain that came up, it took me quite a while to realize something I was feeling was really the same or similar. And when I don't speak out when I'm getting prompts, and I realized yesterday I did speak out, but then I didn't. And I hadn't seen it as prompts. And I went into a cycle of self-attack and into a victim place and projection and but once I'd taken this in from Solveig and just sat with it, actually it's still really painful, but I suddenly could see a way through this victim place. The fear of speaking out and the fear of conflict still there, but it felt like a massive portal in a way, a possibility to not always end up in a very unforgiving, self-attacking place.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
this
awesome.
can happen. Yeah, no, and then
Yeah. Not no.
what was that?
You say yeah, and then you say no. I said yeah. Stay with yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that felt good, and also this lesson is really part of that. You know, it really spoke to me, and this morning in the sort of meditating, I really, part of me was in this fear, but another part just rested in the beast, and I was able to really start to see it was the same place again for me. And I can feel still some fear there, but I feel also like, okay, I can speak about this. I can expose this. This is all right. So, yeah.
Thank you.
But yeah.
That's really good. Yeah. Good stuff. That really says, and that dawning, I have really not followed prompts. Like, did I even know it was prompts? That's beautiful to realize.
Yeah. I mean, it's such a core ego behavior, how I protected myself. So I've got to fight, I've got to do this myself, I've got to blah, 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 blah. And it's such a core area, and to see it suddenly went, oh. Yeah, but yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Even with prompts, the ego can be there, and you have prompts and guidance, and then the ego wants to project and make something about it, about the outside. But it's other people's prompts, or it can get so muddled. So yeah, it feels beautiful to admit them or to, admit the prompts, really. I'm going to mute you guys because there is some work going on there.
Okay.
Or you...
People just started banging next door.
Yeah.
Workman or something. Yeah. Okay, I can mute this.
Okay. Thanks. Okay. How are you doing, Anne? This morning.
That's a very good question. I feel like I didn't have a clue how to express what was going on, but it seems like, oh yeah, everybody that's spoken actually has said a little bit. But I think just Peter speaking then, that feeling like there's a lot going on, a lot of swirling going on, but there's a place to rest as well. And then the fear comes in that I can't stay in the resting place. And like an attachment to a future thought, well, what's going to happen when you get back? And, you know, already, it's like, hardly got here. I'm already back home. And there is like the feeling is just stay in the peace and the quiet and allow what that does bring.
Yeah. The tendency of being anxious about the future can be very strong. Yeah.
Or just being anxious. You know, it doesn't have to even be about the future.
Right.
So.
Yeah. And you're welcome to share too what the specific anxieties are about.
There's a feeling that I'm not quite with it. I'm not grounded enough to know quite exactly what's going on. It's like the curtains needed closing here, and it was just a simple thing, and I kept looking at it and thinking, we're really clouded over, you know, like we're not visible. And yet it didn't occur to me that it occurred to you, you like to just close the curtain. It's like I'm not sort of connecting the dots somehow. So that, and that's the fear that I'll let go and there'll be no dots to connect. Yeah, like I've got to stay, so I know what's going on.
I feel your willingness, and that's all that you need, that willingness to get clear. You know, it's a strong, strong prayer. So I think the more gentle you can be, instead of having that, I must just stay in the peace, you know, that is such a pressure.
Yeah.
So to invite a gentleness, you know, and there is a lot of integration, I think, to allow spaciousness to be, to let things land, you know. They will. You don't have to be the one putting the pieces of the puzzle exactly, but you can trust that the puzzle will be laid, you know. You can relax.
Yeah, there's that sense of I'll get something wrong if I don't really understand what's going on, because I actually don't.
Don't have to understand anything.
And I hear that, just allow. Don't pressurise myself to be in peace.
Yeah.
there is like still this feeling of like, I don't know how you describe that, but like, yeah, something sort of moving out energetically. Like, yeah.
Expansion.
I don't even want to say the word. It's like,
We can whisper it. Say it without a sound. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not sure if Bridget feels to share. If I can feel you're like going deeper. I don't know. Do you want to share?
I'd like to try. Yeah, interesting because like last night I felt so safe and so happy and welcome. I lay here in the dark last night just with, tears streaming down my face, just feeling so, like it was almost like I could just feel so much love, and it just felt like I could just sort of melt. I could allow all the defences to melt in that love, and then this morning I've woken up and there's a lot of fear again. I just fear of being around people again, and I think it's like a fear of like, it feels like just like being prey, like a prey animal, and I just got to find a safe place. And I'm sorry, Matthew, that don't mean to this bedroom, but I think I have a lot of thing about male energy, not being frightened of male energy, that it's kind of particularly unsafe. Yeah, so when you came this morning to say, what time it was and everything, and again, I think maybe that kicked in my, I'm not safe. Yeah, sorry, that's not, I don't mean it personally, but it's triggered this male energy thing. And also, it's another fear trigger is, I know that we're going to talk about work and jobs, and it feels like I can, in the last little while, it's come up, it's almost like remembering being worked to death. So any talk about jobs, it seems to trigger this fear of annihilation, which, might just have to wash up or sweep the floor, but it feels like there's a terror there. So there's lots of different fears come back. I just feel like prey, like a prey animal. And fear about the money side of things. And there's just like layers of fears. So it's a lot of anxiety as well.
So, what do you think would be helpful for you? Would you like a little task or two, or would you like to have no task given to you and just see if you feel called to do something?
I can't really tell. I know it sounds like that, it feels like there's so much fear. I can't, when I get into this state, I don't really know. I mean, it was like, you're feeling so much fear even this, when you're trying to listen to people's, trying to listen to people sharing, but feeling the fear just sort of obstructing things. I'm sorry, I don't really know.
It's okay. We were going to have a meeting anyway. You and I and Barret, so we could do that after this meeting. See. You can just be, and watch this. This is good, because I think this is why you moved away to the other apartment. That prey animal belief, feeling, and the people, however loving they are, other people, other bodies will trigger that. So maybe it's very healing to be here, but just be, and not have tasks or any, but really to just watch that terror and that. Yeah. I think we'll play Eric Archbold's song Just Relax.
Just relax, go slow. There's no need to hurry, for there are no monsters chasing you. Just be still and let go. There's no need to worry, and there's nothing that you really need to do. Take time to look inside, for I can promise you there's nothing about yourself you need to hide. Take off the mask and let the light shine on your innocent face. You've never done anything wrong. There's nothing scary to protect yourself from. Nightmares are over, you don't need to run. Just open your eyes and see there's nothing to fear. All of your nightmares have long disappeared. It seems a long time ago that you dreamed you'd left home and wandered outside in the cold all alone. You tried to make do with all your substitutes, but they could not erase the pain of forgetting the truth. Well, it's still in your heart and it's still in your soul. Just take off your heavy armor and let it go. And listen to me while I sing you this song. Your friends are all here and your nightmares are gone. if your nightmares have long disappeared. So just relax and go slow. There's no need to hurry, for there are no monsters chasing you. Right here and right now, you can be at peace. Only love is all around.